Well, good morning. I'd like to thank you for joining us. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Bishop Michael Warfield. I am the Bishop of the Diocese of Great Falls, Billings, Montana. I would also like to introduce Tony and Sue Morris from Waterloo, Illinois. We together since last July have formed an ecclesial team for the North American Synod, and we're having a wonderful time together, and we're hopefully doing great things together in this ministry, this wonderful ministry of Worldwide Marriage Encounter.
And I'd like to introduce Deacon Malcolm and Lynn Job. They are past Canadian Caribbean leadership ecclesial team from Trinidad, Tobago, and Canada. They served with Father Michael Basque. And they are now serving as the chair couple for the 2025 North American Secretariat Convention.
And that convention, as we announced at the March North American Secretariat meeting, is going to be held in Trinidad and Tobago in 2025. And we're just extremely excited about it, as the entire North American Secretariat leadership was when they heard the news. So Malcolm and Lynn, welcome. It's good to see you guys again.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we certainly are very excited as well to have the opportunity to host such a convention and to have so many people from all over North America come visit us.
So tell us a little bit about how those folks there in the Caribbean reacted when you came back with the news that we were selected.
They were very, very excited, and they were happy to know that eventually something like Worldwide Marriage Encounter Convention is coming to this part of the world. You know, it's been 45 years now since the movement has been in existence, and it's the very first time that we'll be coming to the Caribbean. So they are all excited and all ready to start the work.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the convention, like when it is and what people can expect?
Okay, so actually our convention is from June 20th to 22nd, but it's not just going to be Friday to Sunday. We are actually offering a special package, seeing that we have so many people coming from all parts of the world. We are asking persons to come from the 18th of June to the 22nd. Reason being, the 19th of June here is Corpus Christi. It's a big celebration, and we are inviting our couples, our priests, religious families, come down and enjoy Corpus Christi and then get into the convention.
Yeah, it's really wonderful because the Corpus Christi procession itself has been going on for over 200 years, unbroken. So it's become a real part of the ethos of Trinidad and Tobago. In addition to which, of course, we'll be also doing a number of different tours beforehand, and people do have the opportunity to stay afterwards because we've teamed up with someone who does a lot of that, who will be taking care of all of the ground transport and so on, and having different tours, different sites in Trinidad and Tobago. For instance, you can go up to the beaches on the north coast to Maracas Bay. You can even do walking tours which around the Queen's Park Savannah. So there'll be lots of things that are going to be offered to the couples, even if they come beforehand. Additionally, on the Saturday,
we'll have a cultural extravaganza. It's going to be a nice cultural event, not showcasing Trinidad and Tobago alone, but the entire Caribbean. So we have a lot of cultural activities on that evening. And even during the course of the weekend, we're going to have a children camp where we would have a cultural camp as well for them. So they would learn our national instrument, which is the steel pan. They would learn about our different different cultural experiences, where you'll have the clothes, you'll have the soca music, you'll have different things that they can enjoy and learn. We are also having all our Caribbean islands involved. So we would also learn their culture as well over the course of the weekend. The children will have a wonderful time in this cultural camp, and we'll also have the Saturday evening for the adults.
That sounds pretty exciting. So where exactly is the convention going to be held?
Well, actually, there is it's called NAPA. Well, that's the acronym, and it stands for the National Academy for the Performing Arts. So it's a purpose-built auditorium, but also houses the culture and the music faculty of the University of Trinidad and Tobago. So part of it in this larger auditorium, which is purpose-built, will be where the convention will be held. But the other parts of it, like the culture camp for the kids, etc., will be held on the same campus, but on another part of the structure, another part of the building. So it's really going to be quite an exciting event and conventions. We really look forward to it.
And we are getting all on board. Even our tourism, we have engaged our tourism company, and they are excited as well to be part of this convention. So it's not just going to be for couples, priests, religious families. We are getting even other members of our community involved for this exciting convention.
So do you guys have accommodations yet set up for people when they come down to the convention?
Yes.
Yep. Actually, yeah, we have. Well, as it stands now, we will probably be booking out every hotel in Port of Spain, Trinidad. And just so imagine that we'll have practically all of the major hotels with marriage encounter people from top to toe. So it's going to be quite an exciting event because a number of the hotels, the Hilton, the Hyatt Regency, and other ones that are quite large will be essentially all ME. So those we've already contacted, and we've even, we'll be hoping, of course, given the fact that we'll be essentially booking them out, that we will also be able to get good rates and so that we can negotiate properly with them.
Very cool. I seem to recall. Go ahead, Bishop. I'm
excited. I've traveled quite a bit, but I've never been to Trinidad, Tobago. So I'm very excited about the opportunity to see another part of the world and to share faith with all the many parishioners, the members of Marriage Encounter who are so strong in the Archdiocese. Will the Archbishop be intimately involved in the celebration?
We expect so. In fact, I've already spoken with him when I was serving with him, and when I told him the numbers of people who were coming, he was like, "What?" Because certainly it's going to be a major event for the Catholic Church, but also he has written a pastoral letter, and it's entitled "Missioning the Domestic Church." So
great.
This would form and fall squarely within that entire thrust of the Archdiocese at this present time. So he's very excited about it, and he's looking forward to supporting us in whatever way we would like as an Archdiocese.
Well, I know we're more than 2 years out from the actual convention date, but I seem to recall when we talked about this at the North American Secretariat meeting in March, you've actually even started to have some thoughts or conversations with looking for some bulk discounts on airfare and things along those lines.
Correct.
Yep. So that we've already spoken with one of the national carriers, which is called Caribbean Airlines. And again, they've told us just informally with the initial conversations that they will have a promo code so that persons will on the convention get that code and be able to have the discounted rates because of the volumes. We're going to extend it to perhaps other airlines, speaking to other people out of the US, so that we can then extend that to not solely Caribbean Airlines, but also the others. But naturally, we encourage you to come on Caribbean Airlines. The warmth of the airlines.
Correct. And Caribbean Airlines actually fly out of Miami, Toronto, Orlando, and New York. So you can reach any of these ports and jump on a Caribbean Airlines flight to the warmth of the islands. But again, we also looking to have the other airlines involved so that, it doesn't have to limit you to one airline.
Sure, that's great. Well, I heard you mention earlier that you were going to have the children involved. So is this is going to be a family convention?
Yes,
Yes,
it
we hope
is.
so.
Mhm.
We hope so. That's the intention because, it's going to be really something really nice. And to think that you have to keep your kids away with grandma, grandpa, and them on as well, so that we have essentially stuff and things available for them to do and to learn and to experience while they're here.
Mhm.
I think that's awesome. I know that when our kids were younger and we first involved with Marriage Encounter, going on some of the conventions and the kids being there and being able to be involved with it was really cool for them. And our kids still remember some of those things and talk about some of those things. And they have their own kids now. So it's the memories last a long time. So
Yeah, in fact, our kids went to the 50th convention in Chicago. And they were, one of them at least was old enough to also assist in the babysitting, etc., etc. So they also have some really nice, memories of that, because it was really one of the first times that all four of us could have gone together to a marriage encounter thing internationally. So they were really happy to have gone and seen other parts of Chicago, etc.
Yeah, I can imagine or envision some families, not all, but a number that would love to bring their entire family to Trinidad Tobago because it's an area of the world where they have never been, and likely without this kind of opportunity, this invitation, would probably never go. So it's a great opportunity for families, and in the enrichment of culture, nationalities, just a growth together as one family.
Mhm.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
We really do hope so. And again, in keeping with the Archbishop's pastoral letter about the domestic church, it also extends beyond naturally the married couple, but also their children.
Mhm.
In fact, we've even come up with a theme for our convention. We've gone back and forth every now and then, but we've now settled on.
Be the light of Christ.
Mm.
So it's really for us to really think about ourselves as light in a world full of darkness. And it's also something that we'd like to extend not just for married couples, but also for our priests and religious, who themselves in their own vocations have to be the light of Christ as well. So
Mhm.
that's our focus.
That's delightful.
Delightful. Well, we want to thank you guys for sharing about the convention, and we look forward to attending and joining in the festivities in Trinidad, and hopefully a lot of our brothers and sister Marriage Encounter people and priests will be able to join us as well.
so we know. Go ahead.
We certainly look forward to hosting you, as we say, mi casa es su casa.
Mhm.
And we are sure that there will be something for everyone. So invite your friends, invite your families, come down, have a good time, enjoy a little bit of the Caribbean, and really, be part of that, of the mission of the church. So be the light of Christ to everyone.
Great.
So for those of you that are watching this video on the North American Secretariat YouTube channel right now, we invite you to please share it with everybody in Marriage Encounter, so they're aware of this coming up and they can start making plans for the convention, June
20.
20th
to
to 22nd, 2025 in Trinidad, Tobago. Obviously, registration isn't going to open for quite some time, but as soon as it is, we will make sure we get information out through all of our channels and all of our communications within Worldwide Marriage Encounter. So Malcolm and Lynn, thank you so much again for taking some time today with us. And we look forward to the next time we see you and can give you a hug.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Take
Amen.
care.
All right.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Mhm.